Our sports collectibles are doing a, I guess what you would call a heads up video notification to anybody in the sports hobby, sports trading, selling. Um, in regards to Alan Landgren, I just want to say that in the beginning, right now, that this guy has not done any kind of uh, deals with me, any kind of weird fishy deals with me because of the fact that I haven't let him get to that point. I pretty much prevented it myself, and during that whole time, it was just so many red flags that came up, and even at the end, regarding about this guy. So I'm not saying he is a scammer, but again, uh, this is just a warning due to the red flags that he brought up on himself. Alan Landgren, here's the situation. Okay, this picture over here I posted. There you go. Posted with the listing of the cards, what product they're from, and the asking price that I have. There's a picture. He was interested in the Lacey, as he states right there. Gave him the price, gave him the picture. He asked for the numbering, the picture. He then tries to tell me that that's not a good price. He gives me this link. I clicked on it. There you go. I'll show you guys. This is the link that did not sell. Look at the patch. Okay. Didn't sell at $34.99. I stated to him, look at the patch and look at mine. There's a difference. People like the multicolor patches. People like the, the different amount of breaks in a patch. That one obviously was not. I told him 40 was the price. Last one sold for 30. Then I didn't want to pretty much explain the whole situation with eBay. Just because a card sells for 30 doesn't mean the last time it sold for 30 doesn't mean it's going to sell for 30 again. You need to take the average. So anyway, this was his plan. I told him just because it sold for 30, 35 doesn't mean the average sale is going to be that price. So then he was saying how he was going to sell it because he thought it was going to be from 80 to 100. So he really thought that was some kind of a big deal, deal breaker or deal for him to do. So pretty much I told him, so if it went for 80 to 100, I sold it for 40, then you would buy it right away to make 40, 60 bucks, but you would be broke if you spent 40. Earlier he said he can't spend 40 because here you go, I think it's a good price, but to spend 40 now and be broke, or wait till I have extra cash was my debate. So he thought that he would make 40 to 60 bucks, but it kind of didn't make sense. He was going to be broke either way, so why would you buy a card if you're going to be broke either way, whether or not you're going to make 40 to 60 bucks? You see what I'm saying? That makes no sense. So okay. They said sorry for wasting your time, blah blah blah. And I told him it's not a waste of time, thank you. And so thanks for being nice. Then he asked me later on, maybe a few days later. No, yeah, the next day, if it's gonna be how the card is gonna be shipped. Told him how it's gonna be shipped. Then he says I'm buying it. Okay, so he made a commitment. He says, any chance you can send me your name? Large purchase. It's a large purchase for him here, and I don't have it. Now, anybody that's been in this sports hobby knows 40 bucks not really a large purchase. Okay, it is a large purchase for anybody who does not have money. I get it, and I'm not against it. But again, this is not a large purchase. Okay, but if he considers it a large purchase, fine, so be it. I don't really care. So here we go. I gave him PayPal. I told him send me his gift. No message, please. No, he says he cannot do that. Got to be goods. Here's the situation right here. There's been people, trusted, credible people, names that have received payment as goods in the past for a card. The seller received the goods. The buyer received the item. Now, when you send his goods to PayPal, you have a certain amount of time. Don't quote me on this. Let's just say like 3 weeks. Certain buyers have waited 2.5 weeks and said, "Oh, I never got the item," or the item was was damaged, etc., and whatever the reason was, PayPal backed up or sided with the buyer. Problem is that the card usually, or some occasions, never got to the back to the seller, and if it did, it's messed up beyond repair, which is not how the card left, obviously. But situation here is that I didn't want to be screwed over by the guy who wants to be sent us goods, and then later on he'll say, oh, something's wrong with the card, or etc., etc. He'll get the automatic refund from PayPal, and I would be screwed because I would have no card. Okay, I wouldn't have any. The only thing he would have is proof that he sent the card back is just a tracking number, and that's it. And then he can send any card back, and then you can say, oh, he's lying, you know, I sent the card as a tracking number, etc., etc. See, I've seen that happen to other people before, so I told him. It says, I need PayPal buyer protection on this. It says, then you need to send me what PayPal will take off fees as a gift then with 44 cover it. Then that's when I thought about the scam that this guy might be doing. I told him, actually, never mind. I know a lot of people that got screwed over through a protection crap. They would get their cash back through PayPal, and PayPal wouldn't care about the seller's point of view. In the end, you would keep the card and say that it wasn't what you expected and get a refund and still have the card. So after I said that, this is what he says pretty much. This is what happens. You cannot reply to this conversation. He blocked me. Okay, this is to me a perfect example of catching someone red-handed before he actually even did the deed. I don't know if he would have done it. I'm not saying that, but the red flags in this situation that came up, just watch out for this guy, Alan Landgren. I wouldn't trust him. So he blocked me, and that's fine. Good luck, everyone.